Hey guys, happy Tuesday, which should have been Monday, but it didn't happen because I didn't have time to film or a video to make. So today I'm going to be doing the Geek Tag. Shayna hooked me up with these questions, and it just seemed like the perfect video for me to do, so here we go. The first question of the Geek Tag is warrior, thief, or wizard? This should be pretty obvious to a lot of you who have watched my videos. A wizard. Question 2 is favorite subject in school. Mine was always English. English always made sense to me, and I loved writing, so most of the assignments for English were just like my favorite thing in the world. Question 3 is what would your patronus be? This is something that obviously I have given lots and lots of thought to. So I think because of how connected, I know that probably sounds weird, but how connected I am to water, my patronus would probably be a fish. That kind of sounds lame. Swimming towards dementors. Ridiculous. It's the lamest patronus ever. Question 4 is who is your favorite superhero? And that again is very obvious. Hawkeye, Archer, extraordinaire, comedic genius, just all around awesome. So question 5 is Marvel or DC? Marvel. DC is just, they have some pretty cool superheroes. I have never been huge into Batman or Superman. Like, most of the movies are really good. I still have not seen Man of Steel. I don't really want to see Batman versus Superman. But when you tease me with Jason Momoa being Aquaman, I have to go see it. It's just not fair. But I love Marvel. I mean, they have all the awesome superheroes. How could you not love them? Question 6 is in what unsports related way do you stay in shape? So I am not good at sports. I am not coordinated enough for basically any sport at all. So as you guys probably know or remember or whatever, I stay in the best shape I can by going to the gym. I do a lot of cardio, like treadmill, jogging on the track, ellipticals, bikes. I love biking. So yeah, still getting into that shape they're talking about. But question 7 is what is your dream career choice? I honestly, I have 3. I have 3 that if they were all laid out in front of me, I would have such a hard time choosing. But number 1 would have to be paranormal investigator, because I love ghosts. And I'm really excited because next month I'm doing a special thing every Monday that has to do with paranormal, and I'm really getting really excited about it. So I need to film those videos, and it's going to be awesome. Second would probably be an editor, like a video editor of some kind. I love editing videos. I love just all the work, even as tedious and repetitive as it gets sometimes. I love editing videos. And third would probably be a photographer. I love photography. I love taking pictures. I love every aspect about it. And yeah, so that would definitely be my 3 dream career choices. Question 8 is favorite video game. I'm gonna sound like every other person out there probably, but Minecraft. Minecraft is just amazing. It lets you be so creative, and there's just endless possibilities to what you can do with that game. And I have spent a ridiculous amount of hours playing that game. So yeah, that is definitely my favorite. After that though would be Alice Madness Returns. Question 9 is what is the nerdiest thing about yourself? Well, I don't know if it's the 5 Harry Potter tattoos or the Harry Potter costumes that are hanging in my closet. I don't know. You decide. There's a lot of very, very, very nerdy things in my life. Question 10 is nerdiest movie in your collection. Oh boy. That could be a very long list. But I thought about this and I have to go with Warriors of Virtue. It is, oh god, when did this movie come out? 1997. This movie's almost 20 years old. I hate myself. I'm old. It came out when I was 7. Anyway, it is kind of a ridiculous movie, but it's about these, okay, well, first of all, it's about this kid who looks a lot like Elijah Wood, but isn't Elijah Wood, and he is got, like, issues in his life, and he falls down this whirlpool. That sounds great, but he falls into this whirlpool and he gets like transported into this magical world where there's these like kung fu or karate kangaroos called the Roos, and there's this really nasty bad guy who's a horrible actor. And it's got some of the most cheesiest things in it ever, but it's really good. Like, it is still a movie I will watch. And, like, it sounds really lame and stupid, but it's actually really good. So you guys should check it out. It's really lame, but it's one of those, like, really lame, really good movies that you watch when you're younger and you love it, and then you watch it later and you're like, well, it's kind of stupid, but I still love it. Question 11 is PlayStation, Xbox, or Wii? Hands down, Xbox. Especially Xbox 360, because I'm just not on board with this Xbox One thing, and PlayStation is stupid, and the Wii is just... the Wii can be fun sometimes, but it's just... yeah, it's not like I'm gonna play this every day kind of console, so... Question 12 is, what is the longest word you know? My first instinct is to say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I don't even know if I said that right, but that's not a real word. So the only other word I could really think of would be idiosyncrasies. I learned that a few years ago when I went to visit Val in New York, because we'd spent like one day together and all of a sudden like we started picking up each other's idiosyncrasies. Idiosyncrasies. But yeah, I don't know, that's only a long word I could think of. I don't know if it's really that long, but... Question 13 is, what fictional character did you fantasize about as a kid? Well, as like a kid, like an actual kid, little kid, I would say I thought a lot about Jessica and Elizabeth Wakefield, who are the two main characters, the twins in the series Sweet Valley High, and then Sweet Valley Junior High, and Sweet Valley Senior High, and Sweet Valley Twins, and Sweet Valley Kids, and Sweet Valley SVU, and yeah. I still think there's like 1,200 of those books sitting up in my parents' house, like in my old bedroom, because I have so many of them. I couldn't transport them when I moved, and yeah, I wanted to be them because they were awesome. They were twins, they were popular, and yeah, so I really loved that series growing up, like way more than I should have. Question 14 is Jocks, friends or foes? Like with a lot of things, it really just depends on the person. Yeah, a lot of people who grow up to be jocks get handed a lot of things and told that they're better than everyone else, that they have to be better than everyone else, that they have to try to be better than everyone else. But I knew a few jocks in high school, and some of them were really cool, really down-to-earth people who didn't care if you were in their little group or if you were athletic. So I think it really just does depend on the person. It depends a little bit on how they're raised. And yeah, it's like, but I knew some jocks that were like, I'm so much better than you. Question 15 is old school bit games or modern 3D graphics? Some of the old bit games are really fun, but I think I would probably prefer, like, the majority of the time to play the newer games. Question 16 is Nerdiest pickup line. Oh man, there are so many good ones. I only know Harry Potter ones, of course. But there's One Night with Me and they'll be calling you Moaning Myrtle. My name isn't Luna, but I sure know how to love good. Is there a boggart in your pants? 'Cause your butt is ridiculous. Did you survive Avada Kedavra? 'Cause you're drop dead gorgeous. There are so many really hilarious Harry Potter pickup lines. You can Google them and they're great. I don't suggest using them though unless you know for a fact you're using them on a Harry Potter nerd. Because you won't get that date. Question 17 is, do you have a random useless talent? What is it? I wouldn't say random or useless. Like I think I can sing and I can make things. Like I'm really crafty. I can read really fast. Not really. Any talent that I do have isn't really random and it's not really, like, I guess singing is useless. I'm not a singer. But the whole craftiness thing has come in handy. Question 18 is greatest nerd accomplishment. I don't know. I'm weird, so like an accomplishment to me might mean something completely different than someone else. Like, even though it was slightly embarrassing, I felt pretty accomplished that I was the only one in full costume for the Iron Man 3 premiere. The only one in the entire theater. And I was pretty proud that I read Deathly Hallows cover to cover because I had to babysit for like 3 or 4 hours in the middle of all this. I read Deathly Hallows from cover to cover without sleeping in about 13 hours. I was pretty happy with that. That was a pretty good accomplishment. And question 19 is, if you could have any superpower, what would it be? This is a classic nerd question and it's always hard to answer, at least for me anyway. It's like, I want to say telekinesis because the really lazy part of me would love that. But if I'm being honest, I think flying would be the coolest power to have because it's flying. I mean, come on. If apparition was a superpower, it'd be obvious. Apparate. Yeah, I don't want to be able to apparate. Duh. Alright, thank you guys for joining me for this Geek Tag. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys are at least as big of geeks as I am because otherwise I don't think you got anything out of this. Alright, I love you guys so much and I will see you on Friday.